Hey fellow Palians, it's Cozy Mel here with another video for you. Today we're going to talk just a little bit about romancing the stone. Well, okay, romancing the NPCs. And we are starting right here in this little shop with Sifu because this is the point that we're going to try to make. Sifu is not romanceable. Sifu was married, and her wife was disappeared in the forest when they were hunting. They have never said she's dead, but I don't think they've seen her for 10 years or something. But so technically, Sifu may be married. We don't know. But for right now, she's not romanceable. So you might ask me then, well, Mel, why are you starting this conversation about romance with a character that's not romanceable? Well, this is what's important here. You cannot get all the way finished with level 4 in romancing any romanceable character without also getting to level 4 in friendship with whoever their other character is. They come in pairs, so to speak. And it takes a long time sometimes to figure out who might be the pair of the person that you want to romance. And what happens is it's kind of like an approval thing. So if you have set your heart on Hessian, for instance, and you want to romance Hessian, Sifu is his mother. Therefore, when it comes to romance, she is the other person that you have to become friends with. So when you are level 3 in friendship with Hessian, you can begin to romance him, and you only have to get him from level 3 to level 4 in friendship, but you'll have to do level 1, 2, 3, and 4 in romance. And they overlap, and you can do them at the same time. But then you might find out when you are nearing the end of all that work of saying hello to someone every day and giving them a new gift every week or every few days that you can't finish romancing them because you will have to have a fully liked level 4 relationship with whoever it is that is their other half, their person who gives approval, their person who helps you out. And for Hessian, that is Sifu. Okay, so there's another one that we're going to go see if you hang on for just a sec. This is Neo, and I often will advise people to get to know Neo because when I did the closed beta, and I assume it's has not changed. I haven't heard that it's changed. Neo had a quest at around level 2 or 3 in friendship, and if you completed it, it was helping him with some chores that had to do with his mom and Kenyatta and going to a concert and helping his mom with ingredients for jam and all kinds of nonsense. So anyway, once you completed quite a few quests with Neo, then he will give you a reward for a quest that for me was an apple seed. And it is one of the very, very, very small list of ways that you can get an apple seed before well into late game or end game experience. So that's why I always try to make an effort to talk to Neo. And I kind of encourage other people to talk to Neo, whether or not they want to romance him. Neo will also end up having a partner when it comes to getting to the end of romancing him. So that I think might ironically be Kenyatta, or it might be his mom. I can't remember, but I will figure it out and post it in the comments below to you. He's not really part of this video other than the fact that he walked up to me with an exclamation mark above his head, and I have just never been able to resist an exclamation mark. Okay, so I asked one of my subscribers, and they said they thought Kenyatta is the person who tells you that you should have a pin made for Neo if you like him. So if you like him and you're going to check mark yes, go make a pin at Sifu's. So I think it is Kenyatta. So that means in order to get to level 4 in romance with Neo, you would have to be level 4 in friendship with Kenyatta. So anyway, just clearing that up. Now, I am out at Hodari's farm and our mining house. Now, why am I out here? To see Hodari? Because everybody wants to romance Hodari? No, sir. We are here to see his daughter. Because Najuma holds the key to his heart, pretty much literally. So I'm out here to finish a quest with Najuma. She asked me if I would get her some leather and some silk so that she can make a suit that will help her be more safe, like a safety suit in the mines. If you haven't noticed, Najuma only has one leg. Her other leg was um, damaged and I assume had to be removed in a mining accident that killed her mother, Lita. And so the Hodari's very protective of her. And what she will do quite often while you're trying to get to know Hodari is she'll tell you about fights that she's in with her dad because he doesn't listen to her and he won't let her go in the mines and he won't let her explode things with dynamite and he won't let her jump off cliffs, yada, yada. All those things most of us just say, yeah, sure, go ahead, kids, go jump off a cliff. It's fine. She acts like it's crazy that her dad doesn't want her to do these things, and you end up trying to help her and her dad work things out and understand each other a little bit better. And along the way, you will get to level 4 friendship with Najuma. And you have to do this if you want to get to level 4 in romance with Hodari. So basically, I was just coming out here to finish a quest with her and try to gain some more experience with her so that when it comes time to romance her dad, I would like to already have her at level 4 in friendship. I didn't know it the first time that in closed beta, the first time that I romanced a character, and I got all the way to level 4 friendship, and then all the way to level 4 in romance, and then realized I couldn't go any further. And I think it was with Hassian because I had to kind of have permission from his mom, Sifu. And it's not the same as going to Sifu and say, can I have your son's hand in marriage? It's not that so much. It's that you need to give him a pin to solidify your relationship. And you can't get a pin made to give to him until someone in the village comes up to you and suggests that you make a pin for him. And that person, in Hassian's case, is his mother, Sifu. And coincidentally, Sifu makes all the pins. But that's neither here nor there. You'll find out that is in every case pretty much. So as you're going along and romancing someone, you will have to figure out who their best friend or their dad or their mom or their child or whoever is that is probably going to be the one who suggests to you, hey, if you really like this person, maybe you should make them a pin. And until you get that suggestion, you physically cannot get a pin made for that person, then you won't be able to go forward with the romance. So that's the case. And I was going to show you real quickly just a little bonus trick here. If you go in Hodari's house and go in the kitchen, there's a book on the kitchen table. You can read it and get a free recipe for loaded potato soup. I do believe you may have to have an oven when it comes time to make that recipe. But free recipes that you don't have to jump through any hoops for are always great if you ask me. So, anyway, okay, I hope that helps you kind of get a basic understanding of how romance works so that you can get a head start and not be like me. I was an idiot and I was completely finished with level 4 in friendship and level 4 romance, and then realized, oh no, I have to get this other person to level 4. And I think it was Sifu in Hassian's case, and I was at level 1 with her. So it took me talking and talking and talking to her every hour on the hour, giving her gifts, and just, I mean, I put a lot of effort into it for probably 4 or 5 solid real days before I got her to level 4 and then could go ahead with my romance. So those were some hard days of waiting for me because I didn't know in advance that I should get to know everyone. I guess that's the moral of the story for Singularity 6, the developers of this game, is get to know every NPC all the way to level 4 in friendship. And bonus, if you do, you will get a quest at level 2, 3, and 4 with each and every one of the 24 people you can become friends with, including the dog Tao, um, in this actual, in the game overall. And so that's quite a few, that's over 70 quests that you will have. And that's one thing that people might say when they're playing any game is, oh, what do I do? I ran out of quests. Well, if you're, advancing your friendship with all 24 of the characters in the game, it's going to be a really long time before you run out of quests. Okay. So I hope this helps somebody out there who's wanting to get going in a romance. I can kind of remember, I think that with Gel, it was Tish, or with, vice versa, because they're best friends. But Tish and Reth are brother and sister. So it seems like maybe with Tish, Reth might have been involved also. If it was Reth, I think Ashura was one of the people that was involved. With Neo, his entire family gets involved, but I still think it's Kenyatta who tells you that you should make the pin, that it's time. And the only odd one, really, in all of this is you will find out as you're getting to know Hassian. And I know he's hard to get to know. He's really grumpy, but you'll get past all that eventually. But the one thing about him is that he used to be in a relationship with Tamala. And he wanted to give a pin to Tamala. He loved her, basically. And she dumped him and broke his heart. So he is not friends with Tamala and doesn't really like her, but it's basically he's mad at her for what she did to him. And so then if you decide to romance Tamala, it's going to be kind of weird because it turns out that Hassian's the one that will have to tell you when it's time to go ahead and make a pin for Tamala. So that's awkward, as they say. But whoever you choose to romance, just make sure that you also get to know the people that are in their life so that you're ready when the time comes and don't have to waste a bunch of days like I did. Hope that helps you out. And I hope you will like and subscribe and ring that bell so you can get notified when I have a video coming up. And I will see you in the next one.